Man, I'll tell you what, patience is virtue. Because I just filmed a whole episode the wrong way. So I'm just going to upload this, and then you're going to have to deal with tilting your phone and stuff. Because earlier I deleted a 10-minute episode because my hair is starting to get greasy, and I have to take a shower. Okay. Love you. Bye. This is where my grandpa would say, one more brush stroke will destroy the painting. So just don't mess with your hair. It doesn't matter what it looks like because my hair never looks perfect. But a sheep told me to do my hair different. And so as I was starting this, I'm like, I need to take a shower because my hair, you know, it starts like I want to fix this right here. But if I fix this, it will, I mean, if I had a bobby pin and I was trying to do my hair, bro, then I would fix it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that my hair is starting to get greasy, and so I have to go take a shower. And so I was trying to just shower once a day, unless I'm outside all day, then I am showering twice a day again, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a habit of being in the water. I really like being in the water. And so basically, you know, I was like, let me film one more video because I'm trying to get all my YouTube footage out today, my 10-minute videos, because I can't it's not letting me upload. You know, I would prefer for this to be a little bit puffier right here. You know, there's a million things I would like to do. But anyway, so I'm gonna fucking just keep touching it though. I like it better with that, like right there. So, okay, carry on. I'm having a smiling contest to see if it's true that if you... Oh, hell no. Hold on. I need a better... I repped my website all day. Out of this world. You can get federal weed there. I call it maximum security federal level weed. And then you're addicted to that. You want it to say it's the best? Cali, what? Oklahoma, hell yes. Cali is okay. That's fine, but Tulsa's the center of the universe. What? I'm going there to stand there and talk to God. Tap, tap. Hello, tune in. Nanu, nanu. This is, I don't know. I don't know sign language. I want to learn that. I no hablo español poquito, enough to sell dope. You know, that's it. That's all. I can do hair. I can do nails. I can do all the things. I did drop right out of nail school because they told me that I had to do pedicures. Nope. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck you, bitch. I cuss a lot. Fuck you, bitch. And who said that bitch was a bad word? And fuck too. Why? You said that? And you said that we had to work 8 to 5, Monday through Friday for the rest of our lives. You also tricked us into signing birth certificates for children. And then make people think that the accuracy behind Jack Reacher saying people just do not get kidnapped that often in this country. And that slavery was we're not going to get into that because I'm tired of the community guideline violations. It's all a mind game. You are a slave only to the cell phone in your hand, bro. I think that it's a cell phone because it's a freaking prison cell. Cell phone prison cell. The 5K1 seems to be in your hand. You know, but that's okay. And that's a 5K1, I slip past that comment a lot. So a 5K1 is a motive to lie for the government. So basically, if you tell on your dealer, even though you were impaired at the time of the transaction, that's what people seem to forget about conspiracy. They're never going to win. What's it called? What am I trying to say? Hearsay cannot withstand trial. No. A magistrate's going to type up conspiracy. That's the equivalent of a traffic cop. I said it. I stole my mom's credit. What's up? If you don't sign it, they're not going to get the conviction. If you understand that no matter how bad those 3 motherfuckers are, they're going to come in and testify on you unless it was rape or schmurder or child trafficking. Why are the pedos not locked up? There's no statute of limitations on pedophilia, trafficking. in the feds. There is in the state a 10-year limit. Stop spreading this information. So they should be federally tried. Because in a drug case, there would be one drug dealer. They would use parallel construction to set that dealer up. Make them think that they weren't screen sharing with them the entire time. Pull them over using parallel construction law. Creating a second, seemingly legitimate evidentiary path. Unwrinkle your forehead. You guys know I'm not crazy, right? I want you to think that I am, though. I want you to think that I am, though. I want you to think that I am. So I don't watch reels. Everybody sends me reels all day. I do not watch TV, bro. I don't do it. I'm reading the Bible word for word, letter for letter. Italicized the word for everything. Is it a capital H? And with an italicized H. But those other two letters are lowercase. Pay attention. Something in the milk ain't right. Sometimes it's all caps. I don't know. It's all a hoax. Every word has to be analyzed. Broken down every which way. Tomato, tomato. It makes a difference. Wine is not always wine. Like you think. Not if there's spirits in it. Tequila makes her clothes fall off. I know that's right. I don't drink. I used to. So when you drink weed, we're going to get weed drinks. We're going to do all the things. But if you just smoke that blunt, every time you want to put nicotine in your mouth, bro, smoke a blunt. And not the whole fucking thing, stupid. Hit it. And it's going to feel funny at first because it's like it wants to push the government out of your body. And so you're going to feel like, God, my head seems to be moving slow, but my heart is racing, you know. And so it doesn't make a lot of sense. You see why I always have my hair tied up? Because I can see the grease accumulating. That's why I use Gain dish soap all the time. So the bar soap is on my website, OUTTA.online. Skincare is, what do I do with it? Hold on. Skincare is going to be samples sold on my website. So, and I don't know what it's going to be at, but it's not going to be that much. It's for you to try, but this is going to last for a long time. And so this is for dark age spots around your mouth or dots on your face or just, you know, my skin. There is a smoothing filter on here, but I don't put a filter on here. So, I mean, I don't know how much more obvious I can get. These were really dark burns. I'll show you the pictures from when I got burned for a chemical peel. And so, and then, you know, in prison, this was black up here and black around my mouth. So embarrassing. And they told me to use sunscreen, and sunscreen made it worse. So I deliberately have been outside with no sunscreen when those started to come back. I was like, hell no. I need these old ancient remedies that I learned from working with Koreans in Alibaba on that game. And so even though it looks cheap on Alibaba, it's not. You have to pay a tariff, and you have to, there's an MOQ on it. So you have to purchase like a $5,000 minimum. I'm sorry, 5,000 item minimum, and then pay for your packaging. So it's an expensive game to get into, and then you're messing with chemicals, and then people will say they smoked it all. And maybe they did have a chemical reaction, but they shouldn't have told me what they were using that they never had a chemical reaction to that had the exact same chemicals in it. Because then I know you smoked it all. You ingested it. You did something ignorant with it. And it just doesn't make sense. 2 and 2 doesn't always equal 4 because I think the math system is a hoax too. So I dream one day that my daughters will call me and want me to do their hair for their weddings at least. If not, you know, their school program is coming up. Even though their dads are rat bastards and NPCs, some of them. Fucking nano. This shit hurts, bro. And I'm getting heartburn. I gotta eat mustard. A spoonful of mustard will, if you ate something stupid, you have to eat a spoonful of mustard. I touch my hair all the time because I have sensory issues, and I feel it fucking greasy, dude. It's making me mad. This is why kids get angry. Do you see my temper? I have to go take a shower. And I like to film all day because I want to be outside all day tomorrow. I get in a bad mood being in here, but I got a lot of work done today. So, I literally forgot what I was saying. So, this is a miracle serum, and your makeup will go on. Like, for myself, tomorrow I'll do the whole process. Or no, I'll take a shower and I'll do it. So come back for part 911. And then I hope my daughters will contact me. Even though their dads are rats, that's okay. they'll want to reach out to me someday. If it's about money, we can make it about money. If they want a job, I'll give them a job. They don't ever have to touch anything. You know, they will get paid to do legal things. I'm not just going to hand out money. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, come back for the 4th of July. This is a bad situation. This tried to unalive me. Welcome to my smiling my way to a facelift, one way or the other, okay? I do not ever want to undergo the knife, and so I'm 48 years old, and I'm trying to take in everything that my ancestors have told me, and I just think smiling makes you look more young, and so, you know, it's like, they tell you to massage right here, to lift this up and like hold this. So it's your choice. If you don't want to walk around smiling all the time, it looks ridiculous because I'm cheesing out. But I'm doing it deliberately to show you that it doesn't matter what you look like on TV. If you're educated, and that doesn't mean that you have high ACT scores. I didn't even graduate from high school, you know. And so at college, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but high fructose corn starch. We don't use proper words around here at all. Okay, so high fructose cornstarch, definitely, you know, and red bombs and stuff like that. Can I say bomb on this airplane? Bomb, 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 land. I'm not going to use that microphone because it actually makes it worse. It's not connected in a podcast sort of way yet, so it's just here. So I'm trying to get my neck to tone down from years of lifting weights, thinking that women should lift weights, and gender does apply when it comes to sports bras and things of that nature, and jawlines. When you're trying to get a badass jawline and you're competing with somebody that you don't understand was a male to female, it does matter. So sports bras for me have been difficult, and, you know, copying people, like, you know, I'm not going to use full names, but I'm going to say names like that. A lot of people that start with a K, they all, you know, it seems to be a KKK representation against natives that are not transhumans. And I think that I was put on this earth to make you more confident and teach you everything that I can about everything is angles and everything is lighting. And those bitches are all AI. And I've told you everything that you need to know. I mean, it's all photoshopped. You understand? Google MTF, male to female confirmation surgery, bottom. Let's make, hold on, I'm shrinking. I have got to get a better setup here, like with an electric tripod. There has to be a way where I can just raise this thing up and down and it's not going to keep falling. If anybody wants to sponsor that, I will plug your little channel on my YouTube. So basically I have 3 YouTube channels. There's a big one, a smaller one, and a smaller one. And so one has 12,500, one has a little over 1,000, and this one has 800 or something like that. So please subscribe to the FedMindy045 on YouTube. I'm trying to grow that one. And then if you have hoodies or anything that you want me to wear, if you have equipment, camera equipment I'm trying to buy, I can buy it and give me a discount code like how I do with my website. My discount for federal weed is FedMindy100. So you just order it and then put my code in, and then like you just keep track of the sales, whatever, anything I promote, I'll do it. I run everything like a commercial, like I'm doing right now, you know? So my skincare, I am just not comfortable enough to not use a filter, but I don't use a glam team and I don't use Photoshop. So I do use, if you go to TikTok and you want to see the big difference, look, I'll show you. Hello, that's me without a filter. I'm sure a lot of it's mental, but I got crow's feet here. And, you know, I'm trying to reverse this and just look, I just want to look healthy. So you can go back and zoom in on that and screenshot that and put it on Reddit. I don't fucking care. Haven't mentioned that. And so we're going over the Bible lately, and, you know, the microphone I think makes it a little bit, I need all the equipment. This needs a plug-in. I keep ordering the wrong cord. My boss gave me another one, and I need a cord for that. So, wow, I love your hair like that. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, C. Tim Dolan. I love you. I'm going to meet up with him someday. He's hot, and he's smart, and he likes my hair like that. So I did it just on a whim. You know, I'm just trying to be different than everybody you've ever watched. And so I figured that I was telling you guys Oh, so I did put makeup on just down here. I have skincare and this makeup on right here. And so I just, I don't have a glam team and I'm not a trans human. I have the right skull. So you can tell these NPCs, the men, like my baby daddy, they have this indentation right here. A man's skull is very thick right here. It comes out, it bulges out. Women are indented here, and men just have a bigger head. So if you're looking at like Justin Bieber and Haley or Jelly Roll and Bunny XO, who just had a facelift, I'm never going to be out here promoting that. I'm going to try everything I can. I'm going to have a microneedling machine. I'm going to try to figure out how I can get that promoted in the United States or teach you how to purchase it in Europe. Things are just not the same everywhere. Okay, I'm going to figure all that out. Everything health-wise that I'm going to do is going to be on my website, outta.online. The code Femininity100. You should try the pre-rolls. Sativa is how I get energy during the day, or gummies. But that's an adrenaline rush, those gummies. This is all after you get chemicals out of your body. It's not going to work if you still have chemicals in you. And I'm not bashing the government. I'm just saying that you should be very careful what you put in your blood. I did see on, I was watching Crime 101 or something like that. It's a new movie out, and I just watched about 20 minutes of it, but I watched enough of it. I'm trying to smile to change my facial features to strengthen the muscles in my face, and I don't care how crazy it looks. I want you to see the journey of a facelift. Naturally, before I go, Bunny XO is an MTF. You should Google bottom conformation surgery. Did I already say that? Okay. It's my understanding that they're all born with both parts. If they have a skull of a male, they raise it as a female. If they had a skull of a female, they raise it as a male. My daughter's father had breasts removed several times. So I'm assuming, I'm not going to get into specifics right now. You have to come to Instagram for stuff like that. So this is what I've been putting on my skin. I was starting to get black around my face. Once again, I just don't have a glam team. I do have a smoothing filter on here. You've seen it. So I was getting black up here, black around my mouth. So I had to go back to my ancestors and listen to every old wives' tale I've ever heard. And so I'm just coming with a whole line of nature stuff. And I'm going to read Dr. Seby's book of natural healing so that I can heal everything with nature. Because in the Bible it says right here, basically this is a beautiful Bible right here. And so I don't know, it doesn't matter what year, because I think it says this in every Bible. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so. And so I don't care what my angles look like. I've showed you what I look like. I can make myself have, this was a bad, like I had this turkey thing hanging, and so I'm so proud that every time I moved, it was doing this thing right here. And so I'm proud that has gone away. I mean, you can make yourself do anything. I can make myself have a perfect profile. You know what I'm saying? I can make myself, I don't know what I look like, I'm sure I can make myself do anything, And so my jaw, I'm sure, looks pretty good for being 48, right? So, I don't know, and I don't care. To myself, it's all a movie, and I think I look fabulous. So I don't have makeup on up here. I had to read all the other books in the world that I've read and never have read the Bible to fully understand that the only thing that is real is the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to break it down letter for letter, word for word, and figure out exactly what's going on. And, but if you would have told me that, and the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit whose seed was in itself after his kind. You know how many different interpretations there's got to be of that? How did anybody think that? To me, that says that there's only one way to create, and that you're going to have to heal your reproduction system. And I saw a premonition on that movie I was trying to, Crime 101, that said medical office for lease. And that, to me, said a lot of things. Bunny XO going through alleged IVF treatments. If they're born with both parts, it makes a lot more sense that there's, you know, and everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know. These are all rumors. I am a conspiracy theorist. I don't know what to say to avoid guideline violations. But my daughter's father experienced this in my lifetime. I'm not going to provide pictorials. Breast removal on him and his brother, and they don't have the right skulls, and no one wants to look into this is wild to me. So no one was going to tell me that. And you're using modern medication, Red Bull, chemicals, alcohol.